Welcome to the Open Day presentation for Model Design. Model Design is split into three pathways: Model Effects, Special Effects, and Character and Creative Effects. Model Effects involves making props, miniatures, prototypes, normally hard-edge model making. Special Effects is a mechanical effects program, and it does not encompass visual effects or CGI. Character and creative effects would be sculpted characters, molded and cast. Most of the work would be done in clay, but note that this is not a special effects makeup or prosthetics course. Here's a bit of a history of the program. In the 1980s, we started as a 2-year HND. In the 1990s, we added a year and became a degree course, and in the 2000s, we split up into the three pathways. We start the work with a combined first year, and we have a great reputation in industry, excellent links with companies in design and in the film industry. Here's some feedback that we've got from our students. And this is some feedback from specific companies in industry, from advertising, from film special effects, and from exhibition. Here are some of the companies that we have very good relationships with. You can see Foster & Partners Architecture, Anarchy do advertising work and film, Bob's Bits Film, Make is an architect's firm, Red Bull obviously are in Formula One, Artem and Asylum are both advertising companies, as are Matter and Almost Everything. Every year we share the New Blades show in London with all of the other key model making courses in the UK, and you can see since 2010 we have won 44 prizes. In 2019 we won 4 prizes, including runner-up best in show. Facilities. You can see on the left the machine shop and workshop, in the middle the digital suite, and on the right is the studio space that students are allocated. Here's some more workshop spaces. You can see on the left a welding bay. Bottom right is a fiberglassing booth with individual extraction, and top right another part of the machine shop, which is the milling machines. These are first years who are getting to know, in the induction week, getting to know each other and doing some team building projects. When we get to actually teaching on the course, we have 3 projects in the first year. All of the students do the same projects. First one gets you set up working in the workshop and makes you competent using the machine. Second one is more of a design project in which you reinterpret the theme of a Fabergé egg. And the third one is a time machine that is designed and comes from a particular culture and era. It is then put into a background, and you could see some of the examples of that. Moving on to the second year, we have what are called turbo projects, which are 1 or 2 week projects that are specific to the individual pathways. So you can see on the left there model effects, mechanical effects in the middle from special effects, and character and creative effects students would do a project similar to that. Second year is also when you do placements. These might be in the film industry, might be in exhibition work, might be in architecture or design, or possibly in shop window display. These are some of the films that our students have worked on over the last few years. right up until fairly recently. We also do live projects with students. Here is something that was done in collaboration with the Watford Museum by some second-year model effects students, replacing buildings that had been knocked down at the beginning of the 20th century. Here is a company in London called Make Architects, and we've done work placements there. We've also done collaborations with them for third-year students. If you're not doing a placement of any kind or doing a collaborative project, you would be doing 8-week projects for the semester A and also in semester B. You can see on the left there a model effects student piece of work. Mechanical hand in the middle is a special effects student, and on the right the silicon head is made by a character and creative effects student. Here's some more stuff done in the same way. There's a museum piece on the left by a model effects student. There's an working automata of C6 Steve in the middle and a character on the right. Moving on to the third year. These are some third-year students actually at work in the studio. You can see an architectural piece on the left. There's a film miniature in the middle and a museum piece on the right. Here's some character effects students working in clay, in different types of clay in the main sculpture studio. These are the results of some of those projects. There's a museum piece on the left, a working robotic head in the middle, and another museum piece on the right, sort of natural history museum piece. Some more pieces from model effects on the left, special effects in the middle, character and creative effects on the right. Film miniature on the left. The sculpture in the middle was fully working and was a memorial to the end of the First World War and is now in place in Winchester Cathedral. And on the right there's a sculpted clay piece that has been cast in silicon, and then you can see some hair punching for the moustaches and the eyebrows, a wig on the top and glass eyes there. Similar on the right hand side, you can see the same processes involved there. That's the head of the Elephant Man, John Merrick. In the middle you can see a special effects mechanical piece, and on the left you can see a collaborative project done by a model effects student with Foster and Partners. Looking at where students have moved on into industry, you can see on the left that is a model effects student's final piece, and in the middle a special effects piece, and on the right you can see a character effects student there. So looking at what Olivia has been doing for the last 5 or 6 years, she has been working at Foster and Partners. You can see the results of the stuff from their model shop, but you can see also the environment there of an architectural workshop. Alex from the special effects pathway, here he is working at Artem. You can see him top left working in their machine shop. Top right you can see he's doing some weather effects there. And then the general environment you can see bottom left where he's doing some design work, and that's the main studio you can see with some of their previous work. Character students, these are 2 character students. You've got Madeline Lowe at the top and Tom Jacobs at the bottom, both of whom have worked on Merlin Entertainment's group exhibits. That is what most people would know as Madame Two Swords, and they have exhibits all over the world. Here's a look at our campus. You can see at the top left, that's the Art and Design building. Next to that, the FMM building, Film, Music and Media building, and then main reception. You can see goes down to across the second row, and then some of the accommodation, more recent accommodation there, bottom left. Next to that, the LRC or library building, And then between those two, between accommodation and the library building, you can see the Oval building, which has an Amazon pickup place and coffee shop, gym, etc. These are some of our affiliate colleges. West Herts is in Watford and Hemel Hempstead, Oakland's in St Albans, and Hertford Regional College in Hertford. Here's some information about applying. If you needed to ask any particular questions, then definitely go straight to CA Admissions, because they will give you more detailed and more accurate information than I can. But I'll leave that slide up for a few minutes. And it's not all hard work. There's the Forum building, which has the main canteen. It has coffee bar, it's got a cocktail bar, and the venue at which you have DJs and bands and that kind of stuff. So it is fun. And here's some students at the degree show in 2019, which takes place normally every summer. Thank you very much for your attention, and we hope to see you at interview. Here's some contact details for me. If you need to contact me, I will be able to respond to emails probably more than telephone. Here's a link to me talking about content of portfolio. So I recommend that you go to this link and make sure that you follow the suggestions that I put forward there. Thank you for your time.